This is the story of a girl in a big house in a small town in that land.
Her people were in cotton.
And this is the story of a boy in the shadow of that big house in that small town in that land.
His people were in cotton.
This is the story of a leader in a shining city. Let's call it Montgomery, which was in the middle of that land where cotton was king.
Once upon a time.
This is a story about books.
A picture book, my picture book, about rabbits, with words and illustrations by me.
Many books.
The story of a librarian who came to that shining city.
And another librarian native to that city,
A kingdom.
where royalty was scarce.
And God went missing.
Where God watched over things.
Where books were beloved and reviled.
And there are rabbits.
Yes, rabbits.
This is a story of children.
A story of parents.
No, books. This is about books.
Many books, but one book in particular. And to properly peruse it, we have us. And there are other people in this land. I will play that population. I wrote the picture book, after all. I know something about creating characters.
And this is certainly a story about characters.
So then, picture this. The story of a story.
A story within a story.
A children's story.
A love story.
A local story.
A southern story.
An Alabama story.
And somewhere between the lines, a true story.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story.
Tell me a story.
I sense detailed work. There is money due from many, and I want it marked today. Scrooge and Marley's is not a charitable institution. It is a business, and it is my business. And be quiet about it. Scrooge went back to his desk and took only a moment to drown himself once again in his work. Bob Cratchit settled, and though preoccupied on the pending holiday celebration, he focused hard upon his duties, fearing Mr. Scrooge's often angry temper. Now let me make one thing perfectly clear. Marley was dead. The firm was known as Scrooge and Marley's. Scrooge answered to both names. It was all the same to him. But Marley was dead. Dead as a doornail. I don't know of my own knowledge what there is dead about a doornail. I may have been inclined to say dead as a coffin nail, as the deadest piece of ironmongery, but the phrase as coined by our ancestors is done, and I shall not disturb it. Therefore you will permit me to repeat emphatically that Marley was dead, as a doornail.
What do you mean?
How should I give him a break?
Be cordial if you can, for one thing. Just cut him some slack. He's young.
Shall I give him a break now?
Yes.
Shall I cut him some slack now? Thank him for helping the team.
Well, not this second, but I'm sure he would appreciate a note. He'd probably frame it.
Yeah. Take him out for breakfast. I could take him out for breakfast.
Well, that'd be great when you're in town.
Why wait?
Why wait for what?
For breakfast. I could take him out for breakfast now.
I
Or maybe when he wakes up.
wakes up.
He's asleep. On my couch, Emily. In Las Vegas.
What do you think of Residence?
He's never seen it.
Really? It was always on at a bad time.
What do you consider a bad time?
Before I was conceived.
But your feedback would be very useful. Can't tell you why. It's still hush, hush. But once you've seen it, would this be something you would watch again if, say, they made new episodes? Here's $50. Please screen an episode or two tonight and get back to us in the morning.
Cool. I was gonna watch it anyway to see Mr. McAllister, but thanks for the free money. $50, that's the greatest tip ever.
Every year I stop by those training camps when the teams are down here. and they don't know me from a hole in the ground. They just think that I'm another fan, and they're right, I am a fan. And I thought that you were one too. But now I see that you just really came here to get an old man's signature on this ball so you can peddle memories for a profit.
Happy. It's not like that.
Mr. Rappaport, you are not a fan.
Happy.
A scavenger.
Happy.
A parasite who feeds off those who actually add something to this world.
Happy.
What?
I came here to give you the ball.
Excuse me? Would you mind indulging an old man by repeating that last sentence one more time?
This here's a Mack-Ella low cab truck. You got your mirrors, windows, your air and heat.
You know, Dixie, I've been thinking. It's not like the Christmas Phantom to up and disappear because one old woman with cake coloring in her hair and one foot in the grave starts rambling.
You know, it might look suspicious at that.
And if the Phantom is down to his last prank, I think it ought to be a doozy.
Oh, I haven't seen that look in your eye, Pearl, since you snatched the toupee off that faith healer in Wichita Falls.
You know, he claimed to heal the sick, but he couldn't even grow hair. Now, we gotta put on our thinking caps. Only the best yard will do. She's had it coming for 15 years.
Oh, sing, Pearl, sing.
You can talk about your Clementine and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow rose of Texas is the only girl for me.
The entreos is not white.
It's a piece of white shit. It's a piece of white shit. Crazy pal, you buying this thing is demented.
Guess where I'm going? Jane booked us a taxi to take us to the airport. She's picking me up at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, oh jeez. Oh jeez. Passport. Passport. Tickets. Money. Passport, tickets, money, yeah. Oh God, please say it'll be all right. Oh, I feel sick. Oh, those travel pills mustn't be working. I still feel sick and I've taken 4 already, and I've only traveled up and down the stairs.
If you are an actor, I'll speak directly to the camera. Do yourself a favor and come and do a show at Cape May Stage. You will not be sorry. It is a magnificent stage and a magnificent production and a magnificent artistic director with Roy Steinberg, and he's just a lovely, lovely man. And I mean, you just could not have a better experience, and it's a beautiful place. So I hope you come to Cape May Stage.
The way it makes you laugh, but also breaks your heart, and it provides that's a good night at the theater when you can come to the theater and laugh your head off, and also get choked up a little bit, and also think. You know, if you laugh, think, and cry, right? That's like Jimmy Valvano said. That's a full day. Get that in 90 minutes. That's a good night at the theater. I don't know what more we can do for you than that.
Let's go chase some trash.